The teams of the Insomniac Elite Series once again return to Watkins Glen International, again under the lights, just like last year, and the time is nigh. Time is nigh for the Sony 400, and everyone's out to try and make a last-ditch effort to get themselves locked into the show, because it's going to be a very tough race to make, especially since we've got the highest recorded entry list for the Sony 400 in series history, and it's still growing. So you definitely want to get into that top 10 in points to make sure you don't have to go through the qualifying heats. So this will definitely be a very headache race here tonight. Maxwell Chan took out the pole award. He and Charles Sanford in the front row. They're gonna lead this field down. And there it is. We're green. We're rocking at the Glen. As the field thunders down into turn number 1, Chan got a great jump. Sanford not so much. He was caught sleeping. But here comes Sean Angel. Sean Angel sneaks up on the 51, and he's already making a move for the lead on the very start of the race. We go up to that Pulisses. Oh, cars get unsettled back there. Got some free ride situations. No wreck. Sean Angel, though, he overtakes the 51. So Maxwell Chan doesn't even lead a lap, as Angel is a man on a mission. He wants to prove that he's for real. He's gonna be a real threat for this title by getting himself that win. 3 pulls to his name, no wins, and he's looking to make that change tonight. Make a statement that he is going to be someone that everyone's got to watch out for. And he's already off to a fantastic start. A gap is forming over to 51. Chan's got to make an effort to catch back up. However, he has to start looking behind him, as we've got Nico Polyakov and Tyler Faber both looking to make moves as well. It's single file, 1st through 7th, and then it's a war zone behind that. Kyle Collins now making a move. Kyle Collins now makes the pass up to P8. He's battling with Ryder Smith. Always a tough opponent. Nick Pericles is there. So is Chris Louvier, and Jeffrey Finguy once again onto a great start. He's gonna try and get the 92 team's 3rd top 10 finish in a row. Things have been going very well for this 92 team ever since the equipment deal of Hamilton Auto Sports kicked off. And he's challenging Ryder Smith for position. Finguy challenging Smith. This team is really something. And look at DJ Curtis up here too. Curtis, your reigning Insomniac Elite Series champion, having a miserable season so far. But he's looking good right now. Getting a little close there. Carl Sander kind of cut him off a bit. Sander back in the free car. I think I could not clear. And we are all single file now, as Chan kind of is doing his best to get away from the 48, but Sean Angel already begins to pull that gap. We got a car of problems here. Chris Sargis-Smith, he's reported a tire going down on the 76. He's pulling that thing off to the side, and that is heartbreaking for Chris Sargis-Smith. He actually qualified well and was running in 16th. He was running into points once again, but it was just not meant to be. And that is the last thing Chris Sargis-Smith needed. And these rumors are still being heard. There are rumors that Chris Sargis-Smith's ride is in jeopardy. So yeah, this is the last thing he needs. Speaking of the last thing he needs, Matt Duncan, potential title contender here, running outside the top 30 at the moment. Matt Duncan, he's not known as a road ringer. Matt Duncan's in 30th. Yeah, he's not known as a road ringer, but this is just abysmal. And he's not. He could fall out of the top 10. This is not the kind of performance he should be having right now, and he'll have to look and try and pick it up here as the race goes on. Battle for third. Tyler Faber, he's gonna make a move on Nico Polyakov. And they're gonna go side by side at the bus stop. No contact. Faber hops the curb a little bit, and he's gonna move into third. Polyakov not gonna give him any leeway. He's gonna push it off the corner hard as he can. And Nova's back there as well. He's looking on the 24. Ooh, a little bit of contact from Nova, I think. Yeah, Nova getting impatient. He wants to make progress. Very, very needed progress. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that corner right there. You want to be on the inside there. Faber gets a fantastic run off, and he's up to third. Tyler Faber on a very good run of form lately. He's trying to keep that going here tonight. And there's Nova. He makes a move on Charles Sandford. Gets it done very quickly. Sandford begins to fall back now, as he's gotten challenges from 2 cars. Brandon Wood and Kyle Collins looking to drop the 24 all the way down to 8th place. Yeah, that's a not a good lap for the 24. Sandford having some consistency problems lately. Yeah, this is the last thing he needed. But Sandford not giving up here. He's not gonna go down that easily. There's contact between the 24 and the 29. They go side by side at a bus stop, but that hurt the 24's line in the bus stop, and he does lose 7th to Collins. And he now has to watch his rear view for Ryder Smith and Nick Pericles. Nova, yeah, Cosmic Nova already on the move as he tries to catch up to the 48. Ryder Smith, ooh yeah, Smith's definitely the one to watch out for. Nope, of course, that's not even remotely surprising. But yeah, Ryder Smith, fastest lap of the race thus far. In fact, the Hamilton cars are 1, 2, 3 on the timesheets. Wow, Hamilton Autosports just has a perfect setup here on Furta's track. They came here very serious and determined to make their presence felt. And Hamilton Autosports certainly has a very fearsome presence here in the Elite Series. And these guys, we'll have to watch them all here tonight. Ryder Smith and Sandford's almost out of the top 10. It looks like he's gonna lose 9th to Nick. He's gonna lose 9th to Nick Pericles, and here comes Finn Guy. The 24's got some kind of. The 24 is a serious handling issue. He just cannot seem to get it through the corners at all. He's losing ground. The driver's hand over fist. And I think he may fall the top 10 here. Oh, he's not going to give Finn Guy in. He's not giving Finn Guy an inch. 24's got a lot more power than the 92. Wow, while that car has some Hamilton support, it is still Shell United Motors still an underfunded team. He could not make the move stick, so Sandford holds on to a top 10 position for now. Mechanical trouble strike for another car as Seth Cole slows to a crawl. He reports an issue on the number 25 car, and that is going to not be good for him. He had a poor run in Quebec as well, and that's going to hurt his championship bid severely. Well, we missed this, but apparently at the end of lap 1, Gal Reidlich exited the race at the end of the very first lap. Engine blows up, goes into pit lane, his pit box is right there, and that's it. His race is over just like that. Shoddy Blackstorm equipment striking again. Does this car look familiar to you? Maybe not. But if you follow a lot of IS drivers, and you've been a long-time fan of the series, you may recognize the driver. This is Brazilian Marcus Bruno, making his first start in the series in about a year and a half. He was part of the Season 2 rookie class driving for Wilhoit Developments. He didn't have a great season. However, he did finish second in the Sony 400, which is the crowning achievement of his career thus far. Of course, the team got bought out by Audi, so he found work in a junior series driving for Carl Jasper Racing. This year, he joined a Team Thunder driver program driving for Boost Autosports, which is serving as a sister team to Team Thunder. And he and Boost Autosport entering 2 part-time cars for the Elite Series this year. You've already seen Baron Praxis, but here is the other car of Bruno. And listen, he's making his first start in a while, and he's having a pretty solid showing, running 16th. I'm sure it'll be a very exciting prospect for him to score points in his first race back. And also another guy to note, Jack Benton. We've talked to this guy before, but obviously we gotta pay attention to him because he's taking his underfunded Horton Motorsports car and once again having it running on pace to score points in the early stages of this race. Oh, Chris Lavier. Great run off the corner. He really got the traction down, and he's going to whisk on by the 24, I think. He's gonna try and clear him in the corner. Yeah, he cleared him before they even got near the corner. So that's Charles Sanford out of the top 10. Chris Louvier, he needs this result. He needs this race. This is a very important race for the Louisianan. He's not had good results lately. Canada in particular was not nice for him. Carl Sander in the wall. He's got a problem. The Griesberger Chevrolet has been three cars having problems within the first 10 laps. 4 actually, because of Gall Relic blowing up. And that is just heartbreaking for Carl Sander. It's the last thing he's needed. The last thing that 3-team needs. Don't forget, he and Conor Atwood are in a joint effort for the championship. Same goes for the 74 team. And really, neither of those split cars, both of those split cars, like, it's just been a failed experiment as both those teams have been having a pretty disastrous run at the championship. Like I was saying, Chris Louvier, yeah, Canada, not nice to him. He absolutely needs this run to keep himself in the title hunt. And of course, he's gonna try and get himself locked into the Sony 400. His chances of that are looking pretty good, but honestly, he wants some assurance, and of course, he still has a championship to worry about. Ooh, got out the head there. Ryder Smith continues to make progress. He just passed Kyle Collins for 7th. And he's already gotten away. Karma 18 is on the move. Oh, got battle for 2nd. Faber and Chan. Ooh, Chan cuts him off. They almost hooked fenders, I'm pretty sure. That could have been a disaster. But Maxwell Chan, yeah, he's another driver that's looking to make this is a very important race for him. And he's trying to keep himself in the top 10 in points, and he's also trying to make a statement that he is a factor for this championship, because that's not something you could really say about him. I don't think a lot of people would say that Maxwell Chan at the moment looks like a title contender. Despite having 4 wins, he had 4 wins last year. This season, no, he's yet to win a race. He's going to be fighting for each spot with everything he can. He wants to get himself into Indy and really have a strong run there. Of course, the Sony 400 is double points, so a good run there could make or break your championship run. So your performance there could make or break your championship run. Battle for the final point spot here between two underfunded teams. Jock Day Cook in the 26 and Fuels Theodore in the 15. Theodore could have been set for a top 10 at Canadian Tire, but she got dumped by Chris Louvier. Theodore having another tough season in the 15. She and Tier U, things have just not been going well for this bunch lately. Like the 15 team, this has not been going well for them. You really got a feel for them, because Theodore is a very talented driver. She proved it in Season 2, back when Tier U was doing a lot better financially, as she did score her first career win in Savannah. However, that's the only win to her credit to this date, and she's now been dealing with a pretty mediocre race car, an absolutely horrific one last year. So, in Indianapolis, I have a feeling making the 400 is going to mean everything for her. She made the show last year. She made the show last year in an even worse car, although you never know. We're going to see. And Sanford continues to fall back. And same goes for D. Cook, as Dylan Young is making a move on him. And we look back here. There's Matt Duncan. Ooh, a little bit of contact between him and the 59 of Fitzwater. Matt Duncan is in 27th now. I mean, he's making some progress, but still that's still not the speed he needs. He's gonna have to find a lot more if he's going to get himself into the points. Marcus Bruno and Reese Black doing battle for a top 15 spot here for 15th place. Reese Black does the move done, and here comes his teammate James Shelley. Shelley has not been having good runs of late. Trying to make his way up the order. Jack Benton, he's lurking. Benton's looking there. And he's making a move. Oh, but Bruno cuts down. Free wide. That doesn't look good. They're unsettled. Oh, there goes the 57. Shelley tries to save it. A few more cars go off. Bruno does save the car, but several have gone off. The 2, the 57, the 16, The 38 of Chris Dodd. Another car spins. That was Alex Perkle in the 28. Several cars off in the bus stop, and that's heartbreaking for a lot of people. Especially Jack Benton, underfunded team running very well, but that's a very costly incident for them. James Shelley though, James Shelley and Marcus Bruno very lucky to get away without any major damage. Cosmic Nova's been hounding the back of this 48 for the last few laps now. He's very serious. We know how serious he is to try and get himself some more good results here. Making a charge for chance. You saw he was kind of moving around a little bit. I think he's trying to set him up. He's getting a good off. He's trying to get the traction off. He's got it, and he's going to pull out, make a move on the 48. And Cosmic Nova trying to make a very serious championship run here. And gonna get himself, gonna look to try get another strong race here, just after finally his first win of the year. Brandon Wood was getting very close to 27's bumper. I think there may have been a tap, but now Poyakov, he's gonna slip back a little bit as Brandon Wood capitalizes. And there's Ryder Smith. Ryder Smith is right there. We can talk about just how fast that 18 car is. Ryder Smith is the fastest driver on the racetrack. And Kyle Collins has just kind of been hanging back. He's been following the 18's lines. Collins seems to have a very, very strong long run car. And that could mean everything for him. Kyle Collins has been having an absolutely fantastic season so far, and is arguably the most consistent driver on the grid. Yes, like Collins, he's in the top 5 in the points, even though he doesn't have a win. He's had some absolutely phenomenal consistency in the 29, and he'll be looking to improve on that as we head into Indy. He would love to break out and get his first win of the year. Actually, it'd be his first win ever in the Elite Series. Collins has not won an Elite Series race. Actually, he's never won a ISCC sanctioned race. No wins in the Slim Jim Series either. But hey, consistency is a very important factor as well towards a championship, and Collins certainly has that part down. Oh, contact in the back! The 92, he hooked the 31. They almost wrecked. They made free wide the bus stop, and they're going to make it work. Wow, that caught me off guard. They made it work though. And there's DJ Curtis. He's hanging back here. Curtis is running in 14th now. This could be one of his best. This could potentially be his best drive of the year if he keeps it up. And he's definitely trying to make moves. He's not just phoning it in. He's gonna make a move on the 31. However, he's not gonna prefer line the foul corner. He's got to clear him. I don't think he's going to do it, so he'll have to stay back at 15th for now, I believe. Well, stay back in 14th for now, I believe. And yeah. He's still right behind him, no. Ooh. Oh, right, he's right there. He's trying to pull out, make a move. Nothing yet. He is on a good run right now. He may be one. He seems to have DJ Curtis seems to have a fast race car. He may be one to watch out for tonight. Tyler Faber looks like another challenge on the 51. He's got the draft off. And he's looking. He wants to make a move now. He pulls out. He's gonna have a good line in the first corner. This could be it. Chan's been holding on very well. Oh, he powers off. But Faber has a preferred line in the uphill S's. They get close, no contact. Faber pushed him wide, and that's Tyler Faber moving up to second. So now got a Hamilton All Sports 1-2 here at the Glen. Wait! Problems! Something's wrong with the 11! Tyler Faber! He's got an issue right after he took second! And that's Maxwell Chan! What a stroke of luck for the 51! And a heartbreak for the 11. Tyler Faber, no stranger to bad luck, but that's gonna be a painful one. That's gonna be a painful pill to swallow. He's been needing these points, and he's been having a good run towards the championship, but that's going to hurt him immensely. As luckily, it seems to just be a tire, but he's going to have to crawl it around the racetrack, and that just sucks. Tough break for the 11 team. Well, Tristan Wohoy, he's caught up to Binky Louvier here. And, I mean, Louvier is actually a lap ahead. It's actually, they're actually not on the same lap. Well, Louvier is actually 2 laps ahead of him, but we know why. Oh, contact! Oh! 69 gets turned into the wall. Yeah, 69 got hooked into the wall by Will Hoyt. And, Brock's in the pit lane. Yeah, Will Hoyt taking his anger out on the 69. There's, yeah, favor there, but, oof. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt her car severely. Yeah, that thing's slow to a crawl. I don't know if she'll be out of the race or not. Marcus Bruno, he peels off for the pit lane. I do not know if this is scheduled. He's pulled it in. He didn't see. His car. It did not look like it had any problems. So this may be a bit of pit strategy from the 43 crew. However, I don't know if an undercut is going to be the way to go here. We'll have to see. That's always a big unknown. If like what kind of strategy works best, because yeah, like that's always a big question mark at these road courses, because it's not always the same situation. Ooh, battle between Finguy and Louvier. Finguy gotta try to go around the outside of the 98. And Finguy is in the top 10 now. Oh, there's Louvier! Careful! Careful! Okay, Louvier actually moved out of the way. She was on the apex. And they've caught William Brock at the same time. He's trying to pick a line, but honestly, I don't think he's picked a good one. Because if you don't clear him, that will cause problems. You got the preferred line in the final corner. Finguy, though, Finguy's gonna take advantage of that. Sorry for technical difficulties there, but Finguy, he's gonna take advantage of the lap car, and that's gonna help him pull a gap. And now Finguy moves up into the 9th position. He's gonna win the battle over those two. Sanford now back into the top 10, apparently slipping back, and another driver looking to take advantage. DJ Curtis. This will be for 12th. And there you go. He gets it very easily. This 78 car. This looks like maybe the best car DJ Curtis has had so far this year, and just in time for Indy. It's not a super speedway car. It's not a speedway car, but hey, it's like the crew. It's like that crew, that 78 team. They're finally getting their act together with just the right timing. This could be big for that team when they head into Indy. Meanwhile, Sean Angel's lead grows ever larger. We haven't been focusing on him much this race because, well, ever since he took the lead from Maxwell Chia on the first lap, he's been gone. Like seriously, this 14 is just incredible. He's got a 4.5 second lead over the 56 now. Oh, he's got a 4.5 second lead over the 51 now. You can see he's lapping some people. Marcus Bruno, I can safely say that was not the greatest strategy call. And then there's Argus Smith. So yeah, Angel's lapping people right now. And he's led he takes the lead from the pole sitter on the very first lap, and he's led every single lap since then. And just Sean Angel really wants to make a statement about him and his race team because of just the struggles they've went through this season. They have a very, very strong team, like a very strong core, and they have what they need to win races. They've certainly had the pace to win races here. They certainly had the pace to win races throughout the year, but he's just not having it. Ooh, 16 of an issue. 16 had an issue. Did not cause a problem. He pulled over. Yeah, back to Angel. I think a primary example of that was maybe like in Canadian Tire. Some things just weren't, there were some issues with the car. It blew up. It's out of engine trouble. Quebec, very strong race. Gets passed by Cosmic Nova halfway through and never makes it back up. So I feel like Angel's infamous for being a very unlucky driver, and I wouldn't be surprised if he in that cockpit. I wouldn't be surprised if Angel's just running calculations in his head on how this could go wrong. Actually, probably not. Sean Angel's probably one of the calmest drivers in the garage. One of those kinds of people that you would make him, that were basically, if you pissed him off, you know you've done something very wrong, because he's not generally one to get angry. But of course, Angel, you can feel this 14 crew's frustration. As they still find themselves to be the bridesmaids of this season. Yeah, he's just hanging it back, keep it cool, and that gap is growing ever larger. I think we just hit the halfway point of the race, actually. Oh, lap 24. Yeah, no, lap 24 on the board, and that gap just increased to 5 seconds. So yes, the 14 getting faster and faster. And really, Hamilton as a whole looking very strong, aside from Faber, of course, having those issues. But yeah, Sean Angel, he's definitely the favorite to win right now. Meanwhile, his biggest rival, Cosmic Nova, finds himself on a podium in a podium place. He's had a very strong start, and Cosmic Nova, just like Angel, on a mission. He's on a mission to show. He's on a mission to show everyone that he's gonna be one of the guys to watch out for. He's gonna be the man that he wants to be the man to beat. And of course, I mean, 9 times out of 10 he is. 2-time champion of the Insomniac Elite Series. Lost his crown last year to DJ Curtis, but it's been a bit of a on and off season. But he's certainly, I think that 24/7 crew's certainly been finding their footing lately. And now, he's getting faster and faster, I think. He is closing in on his teammate in the 51. I feel like it's only a matter of time before he makes a move. Another update on Matt Duncan. Now we're past the halfway point. Of course, some cars have pit, but Matt Duncan finds himself in a points place. He is in 20th at the moment, but his pace is still struggling. Basically, the last car he's overtaken was Zachary Fitzwater, and that was quite a while ago. His pace is still struggling, but he's hoping he has the pit strategy that could get him, that 6 crew, into the points. But some very interesting into the points in front of him. Zay Cook is having a good run of form. Jason Perkle having a very strong run for the Baby Tribe. And Nathan McCain, who could be a PT Cup driver who could be looking at his and GX Motorsports' first ever points in the Elite Series. So yeah, that's a big deal for his crew. This could be a big day for McCain. Oh no, we got a problem. Trouble for the number 17, Ray Krager. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Well, it's not gonna be a big day for Krager. Man, he's had so much potential for good runs, but it's actually just been an awful run of form of just runs going poorly for Krager. He was in a top 10, and the engine blows on the 17, and that's gonna be another bad result for Krager. And I mean, you can just feel the frustration. Ooh, almost got in the Shelly. You can just feel the frustration over the radio. Krager is just man, you gotta feel for the man. Rookie year in the Elite Series, and he just had nothing but problems. And I mean, yeah, he's mid-20s, bit of an older rookie, but he has the experience. He's got the race experience to make it work, but it's just not been a good year so far, and he's gonna hope he can turn things around. He's gonna hope he can make the Sony 400 and turn things around for his season there. Meanwhile, Cosmic Nova is not gonna bother with battling the 51. He's gonna make a call to head towards the pits. Yeah, so not gonna have the same strategy as the 51. He wants to pass him. He's gonna undercut the 51, but that just tells me that pit stops are going to be kicking off here. This will be the pit cycle. A lot of guys tried some short pitting. Don't know if that'll be the good strategy, but these guys, though, the leaders, they are entering their pit window. Poyakov and Collins, they've been battling through this. They've been battling for this spot. And this just became a top 5 place, albeit a temporary one. But yeah, this is where things are gonna start to get serious. And a 15 to 43, they're fast on fresh tires. Angel's letting them go. And honestly, he's just having a very calm run, very calm ride. Just no worries for Angel. Just calm and consistent. Almost has an 8-second lead almost has an 8-second lead now. I suspect he'll be making a pit stop soon. Of course, I'm sure you'd love to lead every single lap, but I think you'd rather not botch his pit strategy. There's Ryder Smith. Of course, we know Ryder Smith has the fastest car in the racetrack, and he's been gaining ground lap by lap, and he's now caught up to the second and third place cars. Well, Wood was in fourth, but yeah, he's caught up to these guys. He wants to make, and he's gonna try and make. I'm sure he's gonna be making his moves. I'm sure he's gonna make some big moves here soon. Ryder Smith, definitely a major title contender. He wants every point he can get. And of course, Indy will be crucial for his title hopes. Oh, problems for another car. That's Ryan Acosta in the 42, up in smoke. That's another mechanical failure. Man, this track just not going easy on the cars tonight. That's another one that's giving up the ghost. Oh, hey, Sean Angel, he is radioing to his crew chief. He wants to come down pit road this time. Yeah, car number 14. Yeah, he's giving it up. Yeah, he's heading down now on lap number 30. Yeah, he stretched that thing for a while, but look who's not giving it in. Maxwell Chan! Oh, there you go, he pipped the 14th the line. So, yeah, Sean Angel will not lead every single lap, but obviously, like, he's already got the lap leader bonus, so it doesn't matter. But, you know, I mean, it's an ego thing. Chan wanted to get that lap. He'll probably get a couple laps led. But in all seriousness, he's trying to counter Sean Angel. Well, I mean, we said we don't know if the undercut or the overcut will be better. Chan, he's going for the overcut. He wants the fresh air. And Nico Polyakov had similar thoughts as he also stayed out. Any other notables? I don't think there's actually any other notables that stayed out. Ooh. Finn guy stayed out, but that was a bad call as he finds himself mired in lap traffic. Yeah, got, amusingly enough, one of which is his teammate, Timur Delise. I mean, I'm sure Delise isn't trying to cause trouble, but, yeah. He's getting away there, and so is the 00 of Paul Swanson. I believe it's actually his last PT Cup run. He could still score PT Cup points in the Sony 400 and the Insomniac Championship night, but I do believe this is his last scheduled run in the 00. Yeah, getting all of his runs in early in the season. And there are 92 comes down pit road. I assume that the others will. Can't really stretch the field that far. And indeed, Maxwell Chan does pit now, and I assume he'll relinquish the lead to Sean Angel. Nobody else appears to be staying out. Oh, there's Faber. He's still on the racetrack, but he now looks to fall a lap down. 2 laps down, actually. Really is heartbreaking. But look at this! Oh, undercut was definitely the way to go! Look at this! Nova's actually caught up to the 14! Kazakh Nova looks to rip away another win from the 14 team! Get himself 2 wins. Get Nova! Nova's looking to get 2 victories in a row and rip another from the 14 team! Well, obviously, Angel's not going to happen so easily, but here he comes! And he's gonna dispatch the 38 of Chris Dodd. Dodd moves over without much of a fight, and now there's nothing separating Nova from chasing down the 14. Can he do it? However, Tyler Faber in the 11, we could see Hamilton playing team orders here, as they are catching up to the 11 pretty quickly. Alright, we'll see what he does now. I'm gonna say it was not a tire problem. Yeah, he has a serious engine problem with the car, and he does not cause trouble for Angel, but not a big one. What does he do with Nova? He's picking that line, and okay, nope, Faber just prioritized being respectful. And Tyler Faber, it was not any kind of a tire going down or anything. No, Faber has some serious engine trouble going on at the 11, and it really is a tough break for him. He just sometimes Faber just has some awful luck. But now our attention returns to those two. However, let's see how everyone cycled out first. Brandon Wood now up to a podium place. He's in 3rd. Ryder Smith is up to 4th, and he's in pretty clean air. So I think Wood's got to watch his rear view. But of course, don't forget, Brandon Wood won this race last year. This is a very good track for the Arkansas native, and he would love to get 2 wins in a row, get his 2nd career victory in the Elite Series. Chan, he slips down to 5th. It was not a good pit stop for him, and staying out wasn't the way to go. Kyle Collins is in 6th. Polyakov slips down to 7th. Marcus Bruno is in 8th, although he's off cycle. Sanford 9th, and Louvier's in 10th. Jeffrey Finguy, not a great strategy call. He lost time, but he is 11th and will cycle out in 10th, as, like I said earlier, Marcus Bruno is off cycle. Nathan McCain, he wants to make a move to get into points. He's looking at both the Masterson cars right in front of him, and he's going to go free wide. He's going to go underneath the both of them. That caught Dirt off guard. He loses the car, and he gets into him. 89 around. Wow, that was an incredibly enthusiastic dive from McCain. However, it did not work out, and that's a tough break. He's going to lose a ton of ground. I think he's going to slip back to 22nd, and he's got a little bit of right side damage. Hopefully it doesn't affect him. You'll have to look behind him for Delise, and the Masterson car, ironically enough, Paul Swanson. Uh-oh. Angels caught a very slow lap car. 69 of Binky. Oh, and I think he had to check up a little bit. Nova, he wants to take advantage. He's right there. He wants to make a move. If there's a touch, and they touch! Contact in a bus stop! Debris flew in the air, and that actually hurt Nova. That hurt him dearly. He lost the line. He had to make, he knows how strong that 14's been. He had to take a risk, and he did it, but it's not paid off. That lost him a lot of ground, 2 to 14. Hopefully that's not affected his car, and he can catch back up. Oh, Smith, he's close. Yeah, Smith's closing in. We're watching the battle back here. Yeah, that was definitely not a good call. That did not end up being a good call there. That's on the obstacle car's pit. It's now up to Nova to try and close that gap back up now, as we're approaching 15 laps to go. Angel now has to navigate another of the Blackstorm cars. This being number 68 of Mexican Pedro Hierra, who is making his Elite Series debut tonight. And, he's kept the car out of trouble, but what does he do with Angel? Ooh, he got swerved in his lane! Wow, don't do that! Now he's moved over. Now he's giving him space at least. Yeah, Pedro Hierra. Yeah, make his first start. We've seen a lot of drivers in the 68. We'll have to see what becomes of that. Angel got held up a little bit. I think Nova got held up less. He's already making the move on the 68 car. Gonna make a diving move. Hierra going to let him go. Let's see what the gap is. The gap the gap across the stripe was 0.4 of a second. He's getting close. He's getting closer, but still not made a lot of progress. This is a car in a sand trap. Chris Sargent Smith's bad day gets several times worse as he has an issue, completely misjudges the bus stop and spins off and gets the car moored in the sand trap. So bad day getting worse for the Irishman. Definitely not a good advertisement for him. Definitely not a good advertisement for him or for Rabotech. And now we're approaching 10. We're almost getting to 10 laps to go. This will be 12 to go with the stripe here. Angel only has to hold on Nova for 12 more laps. That's a very daunting task. We know what kind of driver Nova is. That gap's closing. We're back down to 4/10. And look at that massive group of lap traffic. Bruno, Wilhoit, Faber, Theodore, Perkel. Actually, also break away, but of course Faber, that car is stricken. He's holding people up. They will catch him. They will catch him here on the straightaway probably as they head down towards the bus stop. And Marcus Bruno, he may try to make a move here. And it's getting very tight. Oh, contacts between Bruno and Faber. And that's the awful situation for the 14 to navigate. And Nova finds himself racing side by side with the 43. Angel now behind the 11, making some desperately trying to get past it. Faber does give him the space. And now team order's coming to play. I think he's holding up the 27. Okay, what's Nova going to do? He's got 2 lap cars right in front of his face. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do here? He's still getting held up by the 11. He's waiting too long to make a move. He's just stuck back there. Nova's not being aggressive enough. He's just hanging back behind him. What's he doing? Get him out of the way. Get him out of the way. Oh, not like that. Oh, he's got into him. He's turned him. Nova's dumped the 11. He goes rolling over the wall, and he's in the fence. Cosmic Nova dumps the 11. But his car, look at this. He's lost all sorts of ground. Nova's down to the 6th position. But Nova just cost himself! Wow! Oh, that is a massive crash! We'll have to take a look at a replay there. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what Nova's mindset was here. He could have passed him. He could have passed him at any opportunity. But it's like he was trying to make some kind of statement to Hamilton. He could have gotten past the 11, but instead he did this. He got into Faber. And then, honestly, Faber now being a lot more serious at blocking when he does that. But Nova just keeps pushing, doesn't back off, gets the 11, and shoves him into the wall. And then the 11 catches air, and as he catches the dirt and the railing, and he goes over the railing and the car gets stuck in the fence. Like, that is one of the most spectacular crashes I've seen here in quite some time. And it was a pretty unnecessary one. Like, that was not a wreck that needed to happen. And yeah, race control, they're calling Nova. They have called Nova to the hauler. They did not like what they saw here. That was very bad manner driving from him, and ironically, if he was trying to make a statement to Hamilton, that probably just won Angel the race. Well, I mean, this is Angel we're talking about, so that's assuming nothing goes wrong for him, but you know what I mean. Another update on Matt Duncan. He's having a much better race. I think he's having some very good pit strategy. He's actually up to 14th now. This could actually be a good point save for Matt Duncan. He's played it cool, not really done a whole lot, and he could get himself he could bag some solid points tonight. He's getting held by the 69. Let's see here. Ooh, he got stuck behind the 69 as Shelly uses that car as a pick. Matt, what are you gonna do? He's not. Yeah, still playing it cool. Not gonna dump him. I think there's contact. I think there was contact between him and Allie Nelson. Nelson's been hanging back. She wants to get some points, and I think she's gonna take advantage of this. Well, that's not what Duncan needed at all. Was the lap traffic? But yeah, Duncan did not need that lap traffic at all. And wait, oh wow, Binky just blocked him. And free wide. Nelson peeked out. Poor timing there, but they're gonna make it work. They touched the 96 make contact as they both navigate the 69 car, leave her in the dust. And here comes Nelson. She'll be looking to take 16th. She wants to try and get at least one Audi car in the points. And I do think she's going to succeed, but she wants a top 15th place. This is only for 16th. Like I said, she gets it. Man, Matt Duncan lost a lot of spots there. Could still be getting some decent points, though. However, Nelson, she's going to try and kick in the afterburners and get this 96 car in the top 15. And actually, in a very impressive turn of events, I didn't even notice this, but Kyle Collins got past the 18. And so did Chan, actually. Maxwell Chan's got a very strong race car right now. And in light of Nova's little failure, Chan's now up to third. And also Brandon Woods in second, so if Angel runs into problems, he could be looking at a second Watkins Glen win in a row. But Kyle Collins got past Ryder Smith. He's on... This is another incredibly impressive run for Collins. And this is more huge points. Like I said, he comes into this race in the top 5 in points. And he hasn't even won a race this year. But I feel like at the rate he's going, I get a feeling that first win's only a matter of time. And who knows, maybe it could come at Indy. You never know. And the Manson cars are pretty strong there. They've got some very good aerodynamics. However, Collins will have to watch his rear view as Nova doesn't have a bunch of damage or anything. He's fought not out of this race. He's already been moving up the order. He's gotten past Ryder Smith, I'm pretty sure, as Smith's car seems to be struggling a bit on the long run. Like he's kind of slipped back a bit. But Cosmic Nova, despite his issues there, despite dumping Tyler Faber, he's still fast. So Collins will have to look behind him to try and hold on to fourth. While the top two may be pulling away, the battle for third is still extremely intense as Maxwell Chan's still trying to hold on, but he's got Kyle Collins behind him. he's gonna have some lap cars to deal with, as there's Chris Argus-Smith, who's still on the racetrack somehow. 5 laps down. He's had a bad night. One he definitely didn't need. And Kyle Collins, he's kind of looking, trying to find a line. He wants to get by him. Ooh, Argus-Smith trying to cause trouble. I think he's already, race controls keeping an eye on him. If he causes any trouble, he may get some very nasty penalties. Yeah, I think he's taking that. Whatever the race control told him, he's taking to heart. He's being very respectful towards the leaders. And there you go. Chan's still there, but but look at those 3. Collins, Nova, Smith, all in a line and trying to catch a 51. The 51's fast. Oh, but here comes Nova. Oh, Nova was looking. He was thinking about a move. He saw him. I mean, you saw him. Look. However, Ryder Smith. There's Smith the dive. He's not going to make a move yet. Seriously, these guys are all nose to tail, but they can't make anything happen. They're all right there. Lap 47, 4 laps to go. We're almost at the end of this race. Here's the back straight. Anything gonna happen here? It doesn't seem like it. Yeah, these guys, they're all just gonna be waiting for their opportunity to strike. And Ryder and Smith's right there, but I feel like Smith's getting a little closer, but everyone just kind of waiting for an opportunity. Because right now they're all kind of running in a line, but they're very close together and clearly hungry to try and pass. And there you go. Smith tried to go on the outside there. That didn't work. That was a very poorly timed move, and it cost him a lot of ground there. He's got to make it all back up now, and doesn't have a lot of time to do it. Man, what a night for Shaw United Motors. Jeffrey Finguy is running in 10th, looking to get the team. Look at that 92 team, their 3rd top 10 finish in a row. And then right behind him is DJ Curtis in 11th. Finally, nothing's going wrong. That car, Curtis having the best car he's had so far this year, and he's set for his best finish of the season so far. It's not going to be a top 10. It's not going to be a top 10 unless something happens, but I think Curtis will definitely take an 11th place finish. Curtis has been Curtis has actually not been showing much frustration, believe it or not. Yeah, he's been very patient with the team. He knows it's a building experience. He knows a building experience for these guys, and it looks like we're finally starting to see the fruits of their labor pay off here. So yes, absolutely. Certainly, Delise hasn't had a great race, but yeah, it's definitely been a fantastic night for these two. Sean Angel, what a night for him. He's been absolutely dominating this race. Led every lap aside from pit stops. As he goes across the stripe, he'll have led 47 laps, 2 to go, and he only needs to lead 2 more before he wins here tonight. Meanwhile, Brandon Wood, he's pushing as hard as he can. He's trying to catch Binky. He dives in, and oh no! Wood just plowed in the back of Binky. That's not good. Oh no! He's losing ground hand over fist as Binky's holding him up. Binky's blocking the 74. Wood doesn't know what to do now. He's got some pretty heavy front end damage. He's getting held up. Chan's there. Maxwell Chan's trying to make a move, and there he goes. Chan sails on past, but takes second. Here comes Kyle Collins and Alex Perkle. Collins is gonna try and take third from Wood now. Wood's just moving. Wood doesn't know what to do. Binky's held him up for an entire lap. This is getting ridiculous. Someone get her off the track! Get her out of the way! Collins goes down! Ryder Smith almost fought Binky 4 wide! It's 3 wide right here! Collins threads the needle! Collins gonna take the first spot! And Binky moves over! She's out! Wait, what is she doing? What's she doing? They make contact! Nova's in the wall! Binky just wiped out Nova! The white flag is in the air! But what just happened? Brandon Wood, he's lost a ton of ground. Some cars are in the pit lane. But Sean Angel, this is all happening behind Sean Angel, who only has he only has 1 more lap to go. Oh man, I'm out of breath. This is just, what just happened? Absolutely insane stuff here at the end of the race. But I don't really have much time to commentate on it all, because Sean Angel, an absolutely dominant night. He's been looking for his win. He lost it last week. Finished was a bridesmaid at Cosmic Nova, but tonight he's made his statement. He's a threat. Everyone is going to watch out for him. He's led 47 laps today. He's going to lead the 48th, and it's going to be his most important one. As Sean Angel, he's not a bridesmaid anymore this season. Off the final corner, Sean Angel wins Watkins Glen in an absolutely dominating drive. One of the best drives we've seen in a long time. Congratulations to Angel. He absolutely deserved it. Whew. Oh my god, I'm out of breath. Whew. What a finish. Maxwell Chan with a stroke of luck finishes second. Kyle Collins, incredible performance. Of course, a little bit of luck there, but it's going to be a podium finish for car number 29. This is going to give a lot of momentum heading into Indy. Ryder Smith fourth. And Ryder Smith fourth. Brandwood fifth. Poyakov sixth. Louvier seventh. Sanford eighth. Finguy ninth. And look at that! By a stroke of luck, DJ Curtis is going to finish in the top 10. Congratulations to those guys. Two of the Shell United Motorsports, they're going to be celebrating this like a win. Two of their cars in the top 10, and DJ finally gets his first top 10 of the year. Just outstanding driving. That's outstanding driving from both these guys. Okay, well, let us see what happens here. I mean, Binky was blocking Brandwood for the entire lap. That was already a problem. You see, Ryder Smith, he was getting desperate. He was actually thinking about making it 4 wide for the third spot, and honestly, I would have done it. Binky was holding people up to the point he could have gotten past without any problems. But Kyle Collins was brave at the right moment and threads the needle. But this is what I wanted to see. Binky Louvier. You see right here, there's Wooden Nova. She pulls down to the bottom and then goes right up into the path of the 74 and the 27. I think that was intentional. And then she goes down to pit road so that Nova can't retaliate. I mean, that car was dead anyway, but Binky, I think that was intentional. That, when I was talking about disgusting driving from Chris Argus Smith, like in Canadian Tire, Argus Smith Binky just made him look like an angel. I'm being completely serious. That was one of the worst displays of driving I've ever seen in my life, and I mean, well, it's like, yeah, we saw it after the race. Like Nova and the entire 27 crew, they confronted the 69 team and like Binky, and I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure Nova was. I mean, they had to hold Nova back. He was getting ready to punch. He was probably going to throw Binky halfway across the racetrack. Just throw her from one end to the other, just far out of the pit lane. Just like, I mean, I'm sure, he was getting ready to get physical. They had to hold him back, and I mean, officials, they all had to hold him back. Like, that's just, I mean, Nova had some absolutely abhorrent behavior tonight as well, and I don't know what it is, but we've seen some disgusting behavior here tonight, and I'm sure it's not what a lot of fans wanted to see. Maybe it is exactly what some fans wanted to see, but for a lot of people that wanted to see some clean racing, that's definitely probably not how they wanted to end. But man, it was certainly a crazy way for tonight to end. I would expect race control and probably the ISCC to take action against Binky, because that was possibly the most disgusting display of driving in the Elite Series' entire history.